I bet you didn't know how AI is shaking up web design, and today we're diving into the world of web design, but with a twist. We're talking about AI, artificial intelligence, and how it's changing the game. I know, you hear AI and think robots are taking over, right? Well, when it comes to web design, it's less about replacement and more like teaming up with a superpowered sidekick. We've got AI website builders cranking out sites crazy fast, code practically writing itself, and algorithms suggesting design tweaks you'd never even think of. It's wild, right? But hold up, before you ditch design school for coding bootcamp, there's a catch. See, AI might be a tech whiz, but it's missing that human touch. You know, the creativity, the gut feeling for what works, the understanding of emotions and a brand's vibe. That's where you come in. So stick around, because in this video, we're breaking down the hottest AI tools for web design and how you can use them to level up your skills, not get replaced by them. Let's get into it. First up, let's talk about AI-powered website builders. These things are like the instant coffee of the web design world. Quick, convenient, and surprisingly good sometimes. You're basically talking to the AI, telling it what you want, maybe feeding it some info about your brand, and boom, it spits out a website layout faster than you can say responsive design. Platforms like Wix, ADI, Bookmark, and even GoDaddy's got their own version. They use fancy algorithms to analyze your content, suggest templates, and even populate some sections automatically. It's pretty impressive to see a website come together in minutes, especially if you're someone who's just starting out or needs a basic site up and running as soon as possible. But you knew there was a but, right? Here's the thing, while these AI builders are great for getting the basic structure down, they can sometimes feel a little generic. Like you can tell a template was used, you know? And that's where you, the human designer, come in. Think of it like this. AI builds the house, but you're the interior designer. You bring in the personal touches, the custom graphics, the funky fonts, the brand personality that makes it stand out from all the other cookie-cutter sites out there. You're still in control, just with a super efficient assistant by your side. Plus, let's be real for a second. Sometimes these AI builders can get a little carried away. You might end up with a layout that looks cool on the surface but doesn't quite make sense for your specific needs, or you get stuck in a loop trying to convince the AI that no, you don't need a rotating carousel of cat pictures on your homepage. So yeah, AI website builders are powerful tools, no doubt. They can save you a ton of time and effort, especially in the early stages. But it's all about finding that balance between automation and customization, between AI efficiency and your own creative vision. Don't be afraid to take the reins, tweak things, and make it your own. All right, now let's get a little more technical and talk about AI-generated code. Look, I know coding can be intimidating, even for experienced designers. It's like learning a whole new language, and one misplaced semicolon can throw your whole project off. But what if I told you AI could help you write that code, like a super smart coding buddy looking over your shoulder? That's where these AI code generators come in. We're talking tools like GitHub Copilot, Tabnine. Even Microsoft's got one called IntelliCode. These AI assistants have been trained on massive data sets of code, so they can predict what you're trying to do and suggest code snippets, functions, even entire lines of code in real time. It's kind of like having autocomplete for your code editor, but on steroids. And the cool part is it works with a bunch of different programming languages: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Python, you name it. So whether you're building a website from scratch or tweaking some existing code, these AI tools can seriously speed up your workflow. Imagine banging out a complex animation or implementing a new feature without having to spend hours searching through documentation or Stack Overflow. But, and this is a big but, AI-generated code isn't perfect. Think of it like a rough draft. It might get you most of the way there, but you're still going to need to review it, understand what it's doing, and most likely debug the heck out of it. Because let's be real, computers are great at following instructions, but they're not so good at understanding the nuances of design or user experience. So even if you're using an AI code generator, it's still crucial to have a solid understanding of the underlying code. You need to be able to spot errors, optimize for performance, and make sure the code aligns with your specific design vision. AI can be a powerful tool for learning to code too. By seeing how it structures things and solves problems, you can pick up new techniques and improve your own coding skills. It's like having a coding tutor available 24/7. Just don't rely on it completely. The goal here isn't to become an AI code copying machine, it's to use these tools to enhance your own abilities and build even better websites. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite design buzzwords, UI and UX, or user interface and user experience. Because let's be real, a pretty website is nothing if it's a pain to navigate. And that's where AI is starting to flex its analytical muscles. There are AI tools out there that can analyze user data. Things like heat maps, scroll depth, click-through rates, and use that data to suggest UI/UX improvements. We're talking about platforms like Chroma by Google, which uses machine learning to generate color palettes based on your preferences, or tools like Attention Insight, which predicts how users will visually perceive your website. These AI insights can be incredibly valuable for designers. They can help you identify potential pain points in your designs, optimize layouts for better engagement, and create more intuitive and user-friendly experiences overall. Imagine knowing exactly where users are dropping off on your site, which buttons are getting ignored, or which images are catching people's attention. That's powerful stuff. It's like having a team of UX researchers working behind the scenes, constantly gathering data and feeding you insights. And I bet you saw this coming, even with all this data and analysis. AI still can't replace the human eye, the gut feeling, the empathy for the user that makes a truly great designer. See, AI can tell you what people are doing on your website, but it can't always tell you why. It can't understand the emotional response someone might have to a specific color or layout, or predict how cultural differences might influence user behavior. That's where you come in. You take those AI-powered insights, combine them with your own design expertise, your understanding of human psychology, and your ability to tell a compelling story through design, and boom, you create something truly special. It's all about using AI as a guide, a starting point for your own creative exploration. Don't be afraid to experiment, to trust your instincts, and most importantly, to test, iterate, and refine your designs based on real-world user feedback. Okay, so we've talked about AI building websites, writing code, even suggesting design tweaks, but what about the actual content that goes on those websites? The words, the images, the videos that bring everything to life. Well, yeah, AI's got its algorithms in that arena too. We're talking about AI copywriting tools that can crank out blog posts, social media captions, even product descriptions faster than you can say content is king. Platforms like Jasper, Copy.ai, and Shortly AI are all about using natural language processing to generate human quality, or at least human sounding content, and it's not just words. AI image generators like DALL-E 2 and Midjourney can create some mind-blowing visuals based on your text prompts. Want a photorealistic image of a cat riding a unicorn through a rainbow? AI's got you covered. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is this the end of writers and graphic designers everywhere? Well, not so fast. While AI content generation has come a long way, it still has its limitations. And those limitations, my friends, are exactly where your opportunities lie. See, AI might be able to string words together and generate eye-catching visuals, but it can't replicate the depth, the nuance, the sheer human experience that makes content truly resonate with an audience. AI can write you a product description, but it can't capture the feeling someone gets when they hold that product in their hands for the first time. It can generate a catchy tagline, but it can't understand the emotional connection a brand has with its audience. So, instead of fearing AI content creation, embrace it as a tool to enhance your own creative process. Use it to overcome writer's block, generate initial drafts, or explore different creative concepts, but then bring in your own voice, your own experiences, your own unique perspective to shape that content into something truly special. Remember, AI can create content, but it's humans who make it connect. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here, but there's one more aspect of AI in web design that I want to touch on: workflow automation. Because let's be real, as much as we love the creative side of design, there's always that other side, the repetitive tasks, the file organization, the back and forth communication that can suck up a ton of time and energy. But the good news is AI is here to automate the heck out of those tedious tasks, freeing you up to focus on what you do best, designing awesome stuff. We're talking about AI tools that can automate image resizing, file compression, even generate design specs automatically. Platforms like Zeppelin and Infigma have built-in AI features that streamline collaboration, while tools like Chroma, that color palette generator we talked about earlier, can learn your design preferences and automate certain design decisions. Imagine this, you upload a design file and the AI automatically resizes it for different screen sizes, optimizes the images for web performance, and even generates a style guide with all your brand colors and fonts. That's the power of AI workflow automation, and it's like having a personal design assistant who handles all the grunt work so you can stay in the creative zone. And the best part is, as AI technology continues to evolve, we can expect even more sophisticated automation tools that will further streamline the design process. And I think you are starting to see a pattern here. It's important to remember that AI automation is a tool, not a replacement for human judgment. You still need to understand the why behind the automation, be able to customize the process to fit your specific needs, and most importantly, maintain a critical eye to ensure that the final output meets your high standards. So embrace the power of AI automation to free up your time and mental energy, but don't relinquish complete control. Stay involved in the process, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI as your creative ally. So there you have it, guys. AI is changing the landscape of web design, no doubt. From AI-powered website builders to code generators, UI/UX analysis tools, and content creation wizards, the possibilities are pretty much endless. But here's the thing I want you to take away from this. AI isn't here to replace you, it's here to empower you, to elevate your skills, and to help you create even more amazing things. It's like having a superpowered sidekick, always there to lend a helping hand or algorithm. So what do you think? Are you ready to embrace the AI revolution in web design? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Peace.